Whatever, Paul. This is like not even. Sundays are the worst. That's true. I'm not mad about it. It's good. Oh. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. Okay, friends. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad you all like each other so much. All right, quick announcements. I have a new class I am starting up. Lots of you have heard me talk about it. It's called TRE. So it stands for Tension and Trauma Releasing Exercises. I know it sounds like maybe a little bit intimidating or scary, but it's really not at all. It's very accessible, very gentle. So I'm teaching it next Monday at 6:30 p.m. That's a weekly class. However, I'm not teaching it every week. It'll be like me and Sune splitting it up. Let's see, it's by donation. It's about an hour to 75 minutes, just depending on kind of how many people show up and how long it takes. But it's really relaxing. I had Diane came this past Monday. Where are you? Di. She gets really mad when I call her Diane. You thought it was like very relaxing, yeah?
I understand there's a name for it, but for me, I would describe it as therapeutic relaxation. It's really in space. You really not feel political, it's very structured. And this gives a chance to really the process really is like a
Cool, thank you. Yeah, so if you're around next Tuesday or next Monday night, I would love to have you. If you have any questions, just feel free to ask me. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and practice. So why don't you just lay down? And as you lay down, you can stretch a little bit or move a little bit. So maybe it would feel good to take your arms long, your legs long. Maybe it would feel good to give yourself a little temple massage or a little forehead massage. Maybe pinch your eyebrows a little bit. Sometimes I even like to tap my fingers just on my heart space or on my belly. And that just kind of brings you into your physical body a little bit more. So eventually come to rest in any position that you want, any position that feels good and just relaxing for you. And then close your eyes. Or if you really like to keep your eyes open, soften your gaze. So you're not looking all around the room with big satellite eyes. See if you can just let your awareness come more inward. So start to notice just how you feel, how your body feels. Notice physical sensations. So there's the obvious ones, the sensation of your body on the ground, every part of your body that's in contact with the ground. The air on your skin or your clothes or your hair on your skin. And there's physical sensations inside your body. So in the position you are in, what do you feel? How do your shoulders feel? How do your hips feel? How does your low back feel? Notice physically, is there any way that you could soften or relax just a tiny bit more? Maybe it's just through the muscles in your face or your jaw. And start to go a little bit deeper than just physical sensation. See if you can start to feel into your energetic state of being this morning. You might also notice emotions that are present. And you're not trying to make anything go away. You're not trying to fix anything or control anything. You're just noticing and bringing awareness to what's already there, what's already flowing through you. And start to feel into your breath, connect with your breath, maybe even visualize your breath using your imagination in some way. Next time you breathe in, fill up as big as you possibly can. And then take a moment to hold in fullness. And then see if you can even sip in just a little tiny bit more. Great big open mouth sigh. Let it go. Good job. Do that 2 more times. So great big inhale. Fill up. As full as you can get. Take up lots of space. Hold. Extra sip. Teaspoon more. And then open your mouth. Let it out. Good job. Last one. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Like you're waking your body up from the inside. Every little space expands. Take that extra sip, maybe 2 this time. Then open your mouth, let it go. All right, nice job. Seal your lips now. Begin to drop into your ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. It's a deep diaphragmatic breath. It comes all the way down from your belly. And even with your lips sealed, it's not like a typical nostril breath. So you don't hear it or feel it as much when it's moving through your nostrils. You hear it, you feel it a lot as your breath moves through the back of your throat. So you're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat that you constrict when you hum or when you whisper or when you gasp. You start to create a little internal hum, an internal vibration just by breathing in this way, really intentionally. So stay connected to your breath. And go ahead, draw your knees in towards your belly and just take a little rock from side to side. You can hug them in, grab your kneecaps or the backs of thighs. You don't have to grab your legs at all. Just give your low back a nice little massage against the ground for a moment. And then eventually come into a reverse tabletop position. So you're just laying on your back with your knees stacked over your hips and your shins parallel to the ground. You can bring your arms to a T position, just reach them out wide, or you can cactus your arms on the ground. Take an inhale here, make your feet active, squeeze your legs together. And as you exhale, slowly take your knees to the right, but hover them above the ground. So as far as you can go without letting them touch. Stay here as you breathe in and try to keep the back of your left shoulder rooting down. As you exhale, slow motion, bring your legs back to center. So inhale, neutral spine, active feet, squeeze your legs. Exhale, knees over to the left, hover them like an inch or 2 above the ground as far as you can go without letting them touch. Breathe in, back of your right shoulder stays rooted. And then exhale like you're moving in slow motion, bring your knees back to center. Inhale, center, extend your left leg straight up. Try to keep your feet active and squeeze through the tops of your legs. Exhale over to your right side. So it might feel a little heavier now. Hold, breathe in. And like there's a brace around your middle as you exhale, bring your knees back through center. Inhale, center, switch out your legs. So right leg extends, left knee bends. And exhale to your left towards the windows. Hover above the ground. Try not to let your right shoulder lift. Breathe in, fill up. And then slow motion, that brace around your middle brings your legs back up. Inhale, center. See if you can extend both legs long. Bend your knees if you need. And exhale like you have a big mermaid tail. Let your knees go over to the right side or your legs. Hold as you breathe in. And then exhale to come back to center in slow motion. Inhale, keep both legs extended if you can, active feet. And then one more time over to your left. Good job. As far as you can go. Back of your right shoulder is rooting down. Breathe in. And then exhale ever so slowly back to center. Good job. Inhale, center. And this time, just let your legs fall to the right and rest on the ground. You can bend one knee, both knees, or keep both legs straight. It's up to you. Give yourself about 3 rounds, just resting. Let your body melt around the twist now. See if you can feel your breath move all the way down into your low belly, into your low back. And then all the way to empty with your exhalations. Bottom of your next exhale, just slowly find your way to the other side. As you come through center, if you want, you can take a moment to kind of neutralize, take a little rock, or give your knees a squeeze. And eventually, just all the way over, legs rest to your left, right arm out to your right, gaze right. Nice job, everybody. Bottom of your next exhalation, bring your knees back up. Hug them in and take a little rock side to side. And you can choose to find your own way up to a standing position if you want. This is just for funsies if you want to try it. Start to rock and roll forward and back along your spine. Start to build up a little bit of momentum. See if you can not use your hands, and eventually you're going to plant your feet and stand all the way up. Just for fun. Try it. Good job. You need to use your arms, no big deal. Go ahead. Arms down by your sides. So mountain pose, your palms face forward and your feet root down. Close your eyes and feel yourself standing from the inside out. The feet rooting down, draw up through the crown of your head. And feel your big, spacious, expansive Ujjayi breath. Just as we did a moment ago, stay as you are, fill up as big as you can. Hold in fullness. Take that extra sip. And then big sigh, open your mouth. Ah. All right, Ujjayi breath, turn it back on and inhale your arms to the sky. Exhale, hinge at your hips, slow dive down into a forward fold. Beautiful. As you inhale, halfway lift. So get all the rounding out of your back. Thanks, Chris. Exhale, release and fold. From the press of your feet, take it all the way back up. Extend your arms overhead as you breathe in. And exhale, hands to your heart center. With your breath, one more time like that. Inhale, high mountain. Maybe try closing your eyes as you take your dive down. See if you can take the entire length of your exhalation, then fold in. As you inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, let it go. Press into your feet, rise. Big full body stretch at the top, inhale. And hands to your heart center as you exhale. All right, friends, adding on. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, bring your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers. Roll your shoulders back and down and squeeze your shoulder blades towards your spine. Try not to lock out or hyperextend through your elbows and start to reach your hands back away from your body. And then if you want to, add a little baby back bend by hugging in with your inner thighs, pressing your hips forward, and then puff up your heart, tilt your chin up. Try not to let your head just collapse back. Take one more big inhalation. And keep your hands clasped, hinge at your hips. Exhale all the way down, forward fold with your fingers interlaced. So hang out right here for about 3 rounds. So you can let your head be heavy, let your neck relax, and let your facial muscles be really soft. Notice where you're holding the weight in your feet. Try not to rock back into your heels, but instead your weight is just slightly forward. And use the strength in your core to lift your butt up. Lift your knuckles up. Take one last inhale. Exhale, hands to your low back, then release your clasp. Let your arms hang, let them dangle. You can give them a little shaky shake or shake your head a little bit. Next time you breathe in, halfway lift position, spinal extension. Nice, Sue. Exhale, plant your hands, feet to the back of your yoga mat, plank position. So pause in your plank, top of a push-up. Spread your fingers really, really wide and push the ground away actively. Draw your belly button in and up and see if you can take just little baby rocks forward and back like you're sawing through a piece of wood with your body. Yes, keep pushing the ground away. You can come to your knees at any time if you want to modify. Next time you inhale, take that little rock forward, so on your tippy toes. Exhale, bend your elbows, lower like 1 or 2 inches. Inhale, push back up, straighten your arms. Exhale, bend your elbows 2 or 3 inches, a little lower. Yes, inhale, push back up. Nice, Molly. One more time. Exhale, halfway down. So try not to let your shoulders roll forward. Don't let your belly drop. Inhale, push up. Very good. Slow as you can go, all the way to your belly. Lower for 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Spider-Man Cobra. So bring your hands out wide to frame your mat. Up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift your heart. Tone your belly to protect your low back. Exhale, take a little twist to your right and dip your left shoulder down. Inhale, back through center, heart lifts, press down through your pelvis and shoelaces. Exhale, other side, twist. Yes, very good. Inhale, back to center, lift. Go one more time each way with your own breath. Feel your shoulders, feel your front body, back body, side bodies, nice, Norma. Beautiful, friends. Eventually an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you want. And then we'll meet in a tabletop position, just hands and knees. So just like in your plank pose, on your hands and your knees, spread your fingers really, really wide and actively push into the ground. So you want to feel your arm muscles fire rather than feeling like you're just sinking into your elbow joints. So strong through your arms. Take your right arm forward and your left leg back, spinal balance. So as you reach forward and back, rather than thinking of a smiley face shape, think of a strong, straight, powerful line. So gaze down and draw your belly button in and up so it feels almost like you're puffing up your low back a little bit, that brace around your middle. Take one more big inhale here. Nice, Joey. As you exhale, elbow to knee, like you're moving in slow motion. Curl in, hollow out. Nice, Di. Inhale, re-extend and lengthen. Just like that, elbow to knee. All the way to empty, round your spine. Nice, Dante. Inhale, reach, lengthen. And then last one, exhale. Navel to spine. Awesome, Jill. Inhale, re-extend. As you exhale, set just your right hand down. Pivot on your right knee, so you're backwards. Right foot comes to the outside of your mat, and left leg extends up. So you're in a modified side plank. So rather than sticking your butt out behind you, see if you can press your hips forward towards the windows. Squeeze through your outer right glute. And see if you can use that to open through the front of your hips just a bit more. Maybe your left arm reaches for the front wall, so feel into the length of your left side. And then final option, only if you want, bend your left knee, reach back, grab hold of your left foot. Once you've got it, gentle leverage. So kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot, press your hips forward and let your heart look up. Take one last big deep breath wherever you're at. Nice job, everybody. Slowly release. Come back to hands and knees. And then from your hands and your knees, take it back to a downward facing dog. In your down dog, walk your feet out to the width of your yoga mat, and you might even walk your feet forward just the tiniest bit. Take your right hand back to grab the outside of your left ankle. So right hand to outside of left ankle. If your ankle is too much, you can grab back of your calf or back of your knee. So reach to the outside of your ankle, your other hand. And then see if you can use the strength in your core to lift your butt higher. See if you can twist and gaze underneath your left shoulder, your left armpit. Big, spacious breath. Nice job, everybody. Awesome, Kate. Take your last couple of rounds here. As you exhale, twist, twist, twist. Bottom of your next exhalation, let it go. Regular downward facing dog. So you can adjust any way you need. Take a great big inhale and push the ground away. Lengthen a lot. Exhale, look to the top of your space, and however you like to get there, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Spine parallel to the ground. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise all the way up. Big full body stretch. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, inhale, arms reach up. Pause right here and grab your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room. There's a little bend in your elbows, so you're not locking out. And then send your hips towards the windows as you reach your upper body towards the opposite wall. So more weight in your left foot and press into the inner edge of left foot especially. You can reach your right tiptoes out to the right if you want a little balance challenge. Make sure your left shoulder is back and down, plugged into the socket. So your left arm shouldn't be in front of your face, bicep next to your ear, and you're tugging with your right arm, resisting with your left arm. So if you were to let go, your left arm would slingshot out. Take one last big deep breath on this side. Nice, Eileen, as you inhale, come back through center, both feet flat on the ground, switch your grip. Other side, exhale. So sway your hips to the right, upper body goes left. Nice job. Think of a crescent moon shape with your body. More weight in right foot, especially the inner edge. Keep your right shoulder back and down, plugged in. Big, expansive inhales and exhales that allow you to go just a little bit further. Dive a little deeper. Last round. Good job. Nice, Marriott. Inhale, come back to center. Add just a little baby back bend as you exhale. Cactus your arms, puff up your heart. Make it come from your mid and your upper back, not your low back. Inhale, re-extend, realign. Nice, Liz. Exhale, slow dive down. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift position. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position, top of your push-up. All right, from your plank pose. Did I do side plank last time? What did I do last time? Just lower down? Oh yeah, okay. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, slowly lower. I just went down? What did I do, Marriott? Oh, okay. Inhale, lift your heart. I won't make you do that again. And just take it back to a tabletop position. All right, from tabletop, I think I remember where I'm going. Left arm forward and right leg back. So strong, powerful line, left arm, right leg, and feel, rather than feeling like you're in a smiley face shape, feel like you're drawing your belly button in and up. Your hips are square, your gaze is down. So the sides of your neck, back of your neck are long. Take one more inhale here. Yes, nice, Jill. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. Good, Sue. Inhale, lengthen, re-extend like you're moving through honey. Exhale, elbow to knee, slowly. Inhale, reach. Nice job, good breathing. Exhale, last one, elbow to knee. All right, inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, set just your left hand down. Pivot on your left knee, so your left foot comes to the outside of your mat like a little kickstand, and then right arm reaches up. So the tendency is to stick your butt out. See if you can squeeze through your outer left glute. It's called your medial glute, and press your hips forward. Press with your back foot like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall behind you, and maybe reach your right arm forward. Feel the length in your right side. Nice work. Stay right here, or nice, Todd. Final option, bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Spread your toes as you hold your foot in your hand, and then kick foot into hand, pull hand back into foot. See if you can let your heart look up. Last big spacious breath. Awesome, Diane. One last round. And then slowly let it go. All right, take it back to downward facing dog. Feet nice and wide, mat width distance apart. You can walk them in the slightest bit if you want, but you still want it to feel like the foundation of the pose is in your hands. Take your left hand back to grab the outside of your right ankle. Other outside, Paul. If you can't grab your ankle, you can grab your calf, you can grab the back of your knee, get as low as you can, and keep using the strength in your core to lift your butt up. Gaze under your right armpit, and as you exhale, see if you can twist just a little bit further. So using the leverage of your hand against your leg to work your twist. Good job, everybody. Come back. Downward facing dog. Just walk it out. Big inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, gaze forward, however you want to get there, forward fold. Top of your mat, lift halfway. Once you've arrived, breathe in. Exhale, fold and bow. Rise all the way up. Big full body stretch at the top. Inhale. Hands to your heart center. Inhale, take your arms to the sky. And as you exhale, sit back into chair pose. So weight in your heels, sit low. Your butt is reaching back rather than your knees coming forward. So if you can bring your feet hips width distance apart for this one. Take one more round in your regular chair, and then we're gonna twist. Left hand comes down in between your feet, right arm to the sky. You can bring your left hand to a block. You could also, as a modification, bring your left forearm across your thighs, right arm reaches up. Keep reaching your butt back, and keep twisting from your center. So breathe all the way down into your belly. Use your exhale to twist, twist, twist. You've got about 3 more rounds. If there's anywhere you want to take it, half bind, full bind, go for it. So half bind, your right arm wraps behind your back. Full bind, your left hand reaches up and maybe your hands clasp, but keep your heart open. Nice job. Last round. Twist to your edge. And then bottom of your exhale, forward fold. Pause for a moment here. Bend your knees as much as you need to and bring your arms to the outsides of your legs, hands behind ankles, forearms behind calves, elbows behind knees. And then once you've got your arms placed, see if you can press your arms into your legs back into your arms, and use your core strength to lift your butt a little bit higher. So think crown towards the ground and butt towards the sky. This is an active forward fold. You should feel your core working. Breathe into your back body and down the backs of your legs. Last deep breath, fold to your edge. Bottom of your exhale, let it go. Halfway lift, realign your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank position. All right, side plank. Right hand is your base. Roll onto the baby toe edge of your right foot. So you can absolutely bring your right knee down if you want to. Otherwise, your feet are stacked or staggered. Lift your hips as high as possible. Take one more big inhale, reach your left arm up. And as you exhale, you're gonna thread your left arm underneath you, reaching for the opposite wall. Try to keep your hips high. Inhale, unthread, left arm reaches up. And exhale, just like that, thread it through. Feet staggered makes it a little easier. Inhale, last one, reach up. And exhale, reach through, reach as far as you can, empty out. Inhale, re-extend, lift. Exhale, plank, top of your push-up. Find your strength, breathe in, push the ground away, and then lower, slowly exhale. Take your time to open your heart, back bend of your choice. And then downward facing dog. You guys are doing great. Ujjayi breath, fire it up if you've lost it. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Exhale, peel your right hip open. So bend your knee and reach your knee out and up. Keep your right foot active. Flex your toes and see if you can feel your right outer glute squeezing at your medial glute again. Squeeze it and lift your knee a little higher. You're welcome to stay here. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Nice, Kate. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Get as close as you can. Push the ground away. Inhale, back up, three-legged dot. Open your hip if you'd like. Exhale, right to right. Aim for your armpit, aim high. Add a little push-up if you want. Bend your elbows, don't let your butt drop. Inhale, back up. Awesome job. Nice, Liz. Exhale, last one, everybody. Knee to your nose. Round your spine, and then slow as you can, step through softly. Rise up to crescent lunge. Nice, Paul. So high on the ball of your back foot. All of your toes face directly forward. Energetically hug towards midline. So front hip is pulling back hip is drawing forward. And as you do that, automatically you get a little tone in your lowest, deepest abdominal. So it's like that brace around your middle supporting you. Take one more inhale to reach up high. And as you exhale, we will twist left arm forward, right arm back, bend your back knee to a hover. So your back knee is now hovering, or if you want to modify, it can come down super gently to the ground. If you're keeping it hovering, then see if you can pull your back thigh forward, pull your front hip back, and then maybe even gaze over your right shoulder behind you. Twist a little further, squeeze through your inner thighs. Last deep breath, get a little lower. Inhale, back to crescent lunge. Arms reach up. If you want, you can extend both legs. Squeeze through your front thigh. And exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Walk your hands all the way over to the left long edge of your mat for a wide-legged straddle. So parallel your feet. Straighten your legs. Take an inhale, lift halfway. And then wherever you'd like to go as you exhale. So you can absolutely just hang out and breathe, or you can do your thing. You can explore, play. Try not to lock out your knees. So rather than rocking back into your heels, weight stays slightly forward. So I'd rather see a big bend in your knees actually than hyperextension. Good job, Liz. Ujjayi breath. Awesome, Jill. All right, friends, next time you breathe in, come back to a halfway lift position with your fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees as much as you need. And then crawl your hands to the top of your space, back to a low lunge position. All right, from low lunge, standing split. So right foot roots down, left leg floats up. From standing split, halfway lift with your spine. So see if you can get your spine nice and long. Fingertips on the ground, or hands can come to a block or blocks. Now square off your hip, so your left inner thigh faces your right inner thigh, and your back leg is now parallel to the ground. Bring your right hand to the crease in your right hip. Literally put your fingers in that crease and push your right hip towards the back wall. This will only work if your hips are square. So push your right hip back, and automatically your upper body should start to twist towards the right side of the room. Keep working that twist with your core, and eventually maybe your right arm reaches up. Open up through the right side of your heart, and you possibly gaze up at your right hand. Keep your back legs strong, powerful. Press with your back foot. Amazing, you guys. Last big deep breath. I know it's super hard. All the way to empty, and then let it go forward, full top of your yoga mat. Nice, Kate. You can give your right leg a little shaky shake. Heel toe your feet out to the width of your mat. Your toes can come off your mat, toes wider than heels. Low squat malasana. So if at all possible, heels stay on the ground. Elbows at your inner thighs or inner knees. And if you have your heels on the ground, see if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Try not to roll onto the inner edges of your feet. As we hold here, you can either just breathe, or you might explore cat-cows with your spine and your pelvis. It's a more subtle movement, but notice how that changes the stretch or what you're getting out of the pose. Nice, Andrea. Big, expansive inhales. Send your inhales down into your hips and your groin. And then exhale, just soften. Good, everybody. Bottom of your next exhalation. Fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky. Forward fold. Heel toe your feet in so they're hips width distance apart once again. All of your toes face forward. Inhale, lift halfway, realign. Exhale, let it go. All the way up, rise, arms reach and extend. Hands to heart, exhale. Inhale, high mountain. Chair pose, sit back. So weight in your heels. Make sure as you sit back, you can pick up your toes and spread them apart. Yeah, nice job. All right, we're moving into a twist. So this time, as you are ready, right hand comes down in between your feet, left arm reaches up. You can bring your right hand to a block if you want. You could also modify by bringing your right forearm across your thighs instead. Open through the left side of your heart space and feel the twist coming right from your center. If you want a half or full bind, or even just explore a half or full bind, feel free. So big inhales, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist and ring out. Couple more. Really good, everybody. All right, bottom of your next exhalation. Let it go. Forward fold. Bend your knees a lot to begin with. And then see if you can bring your arms to the backs of your legs and thread your hands through your legs. So you're going to crisscross your hands and grab opposite shins. So your right hand is grabbing the front of your left shin. Left hand is grabbing the front of right. It's like an infinity sign kind of with your arms. And then from there, see if you can lift your butt up. Crown down, butt towards the sky. Try not to roll onto the outer edges of your feet. Stay rooted through the inner edges. Breathe into your back body and even visualize your breath moving down the backs of your legs, creating space and softening the muscles there. Weight slightly forward, so try not to rock back into your heels. Last big deep breath, fold. Good work, nice Eileen. Let it go, halfway lift. Realign, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, plank. Pause. Side plank, left hand is your foundation. So roll onto the baby toe edge of left foot. Feet can be stacked or staggered, or of course, if you want, left knee can come down to modify. This will be, I think, a little bit easier if your feet are staggered. Lift your hips really high. Take a great big inhale. And then as you exhale, thread your right arm underneath. Reach, reach, reach. Keep your hips high. Inhale, unthread. So right arm up. Exhale, slowly. Use your breath all the way to empty as you reach underneath. Reach as far as you can. Inhale, back up. Face Dante. Exhale, last one. Reach, reach, reach. Inhale, lift. Exhale, plank pose or modified plank. Nice, Norma. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Slowly lower as you exhale. Back bend of your choice. You can take your time, make it feel good. And as you're ready, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. And then try not to shift through your right side as you peel your left hip open. So your hands stay rooted, your shoulders stay square and strong. You shouldn't have to sink into your right shoulder to open your left hip. Take one more big inhale and lift your left knee a little bit higher. Exhale, left knee towards your right elbow. Get as close as you can. Use your oblique muscles. Inhale, back up. Open your hip if you'd like. So learn to articulate through your hip joint. Exhale, left to left. Aim for your armpit. Maybe even add that little push up. Bend your elbows. Don't let your butt drop. Nice, Liz. Inhale, back up. And then last one, everyone, knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, round your spine, step through super softly. Crescent lunge, rise slowly. Beautiful. So stable through your legs. Your legs are your foundation, so make them strong, powerful. Energetically, you're pulling front hip back, back hip forward. Lift your heart. Lift your gaze. Be intentional with your gaze. Feel your breath flowing through. One more great big inhale. As you exhale, twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Back knee bends to a hover. Of course, if you want, back knee can come down gently to the ground to modify. Otherwise, back knee is hovering. Try to drag your back thigh forward, pull your front hip back, squeeze through your inner thighs. See if you can gaze back over your left shoulder. So balance challenge. Take one last round, get a little lower, twist a little further. Nice, Chris. Inhale, come back to crescent lunge, or if you want, you can extend both legs, might feel good. Squeeze through your front thigh. Exhale, hands down. Walk your hands to the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet, so you're in a wide-legged straddle position. We're gonna do something different this time. Inhale, halfway lift, bring your hands to your hips. And then as you exhale, press into your feet and rise all the way up to stand. Once you're standing, pivot your heels in, point your toes out. Bend your knees, come into a wide-legged squat, hands to your thighs. So you want your ankles straight down from your knees. You need to adjust, adjust. Try your best to press your knees towards the wall behind you. Next time you breathe in, like you're doing a standing cow pose, stick your butt out and lift your heart up. As you exhale, twist towards the back of the room, dip your left shoulder down, gaze over right. Hold here for a full round of breath. Stay low in your legs. Inhale through center, heart lifts. Knees stay wide. Exhale, twist towards the front. Take a full round of breath. Hold. Knees nice and wide. Little bit faster. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the back. All the way to empty. Inhale, center. Last one to the front as you exhale. Good job. Inhale, center. Straighten out your legs. Parallel your feet. You can take your time whenever you are ready. Just arms up and dive down. Coming back into your wide-legged forward fold. And I'll hang out here for about 5 to 7 rounds of breath, anywhere you'd like to go. Just notice you've gone somewhere else in your mind. And if so, no big deal. But just come back. Feel your body, your physical body. Feel the energy flowing through you. Feel your breath expanding and contracting, rising and falling. All right, friends. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position. So bend your knees as much as you need so you can bring your fingertips or your hands to the ground. Crawl your hands to the top of your mat. Come back into a low lunge. And then from low lunge, standing split. So left foot roots, right leg lifts. All right, and then in your standing splits, try to create a halfway lift with your spine. So lengthen your spine, and you're welcome to bring your hands to a block or blocks if you want. Square off your hips, so get your right inner thigh to face directly towards your left inner thigh. Bring your left hand to the crease of your left hip. Stick your fingers in that crease and try to push your left hip back. So automatically your upper body should start twisting to the left. Keep working that twist. Yes, awesome, Todd. Eventually your left arm reaches up. See if you can gaze up at your left hand. Squeeze your inner thighs. Your back leg is strong and powerful. Your spine is long. Breathe. One last round, your personal fullest expression. Very nice. Forward fold. Top of your mat. Shake it out. Pedal it out. Walk your feet out to the width of your mat, toes wider than heels. Malasana, low squat. So you're welcome to stay here just like you did before and breathe. You could also play with those cat-cows. If you want other options, a twist to both sides, maybe a couple of breaths on each side. Go for it. Or to make it more challenging, you can interlace your fingers and try to steeple your index fingers straight up towards the sky. So like you're pressing your arms back and your heart forward. Notice where the weight is in your feet. Try not to rock into the inner edges. See if you can pick up your toes and spread them. Send your breath all the way down into your hips. Last couple here. Good job, everyone. Bottom of your next exhale. Let it go. So fingertips to the ground, hips to the sky. Heel toe your feet in so they're hips width distance. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Roll up super slowly. So one vertebra at a time. Head comes up very last. And once your head stacks, maybe roll out your shoulders a few times. All right, I'm going to demonstrate something. So if you can't see me, you can move to a place where you can see me. We're going to move towards bird of paradise. If you have no interest in doing bird of paradise, then you really don't have to do it. You can just stay in your twisted chair. So what it looks like, we're going into our chair pose, and then we'll twist like this, okay? From here, this is where we try to get that bind. So left arm behind you, and then right hand reaches up. Possibly you can find the clasp. If you can't get the clasp, option would be to hold onto your leg like this if you still want to try bird of paradise. Otherwise, hands are clasped, and this foot that's on the ground, you're going to root into it really firmly, engage your core, focus your gaze, and slowly rise. Wah! Once you are standing, you can start to maybe do that. All right, you can start to extend this leg if you want. Obviously, it's really hard for me. My hamstrings are tight, so just get it as straight as you can. Maybe don't straighten it at all, and then see if you can come back out of it slowly. But also you can fall out of it like 10 times if you want, totally fine. Okay? Just have fun with it. So start by just standing, mountain pose. Reconnect to your breath. Yeah, you new guys in the back, you got this. All right, next time you breathe in, arms reach up, stretch tall, and then exhale, sit back into your chair pose. So feet hips width distance apart. Let's start with our left hand down in between our feet, right arm to the sky. And if you feel like just staying here, totally fine with me. Otherwise, right arm behind you. Maybe left hand reaches up. Maybe you get that clasp, or maybe you just hold on to the back of your leg for today. And then if you want, gaze down. So find some spot on the ground to stare at and see if you can slowly, slowly, slowly rise. Yay! Good job. And maybe you wobble around, fall out of it. Maybe you start to extend your left leg. You don't have to get it all the way straight. Just find your edge. Good job. See if you can come out slowly if you're in bird of paradise. Awesome, everybody. Let's find a forward fold. Ragdoll your arms, just kind of bounce or sway or bob. Before we try it on the other side, we'll just flow for a second. Next time you inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, move through your vinyasa however you would like. And see you back in downward facing dog. Sarah. All right, just feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. Right side versus left side. Ujjayi breath, one more big inhalation. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or hop. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise all the way up. Breathe in, stretch tall. Okay, we're going straight to the other side. Exhale, sit back, chair pose. So chair pose. And then one more time, twisted chair. Right hand comes down in between your feet. Yeah, right hand. Left arm to the sky. Maybe this is as far as you want to go. Totally fine with me. Otherwise, left arm reaches behind your back. Possibly your right hand reaches up. Possibly your hands clasp, or maybe you just grab hold of the back of your thigh or your butt. See if you can slowly, if you want to, slowly start to rise. So really root down, super firm into your left foot. Connect to your center, focus your gaze. And once you're standing, maybe you wobble around, fall out of it for a minute, come back in. Maybe you start to extend your right leg. Awesome, Molly. Good. See if you can come out of it slowly like you came into it. And then everybody in your next couple of breaths will be in a forward fold, no rush. Woo, good job. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, vinyasa, however you want to. See you in downward facing dog. All right, from your down dog, inhale your right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose. So right shin forward, gently set your body down. If you want to take this on your back instead, of course, you are welcome to. If you're in regular pigeon, try to get your right knee as wide as you can towards the outer right edge of your mat. And then rather than plopping onto your right butt cheek, try to lift your right butt cheek up and pull it back. So it's like there's a rope attached to your right butt cheek, tugging up and back. And then at the same time, your heart bows forward. Once you're bowing forward to go deeper, rather than sitting your right butt cheek on the ground, see if you can just scoot your back knee back a little bit further. Take big, spacious breaths. Nice, Liz. Take about 4 or 5 more rounds. Good job, you guys. You can exhale out your mouth anytime. And in your next couple rounds, so I'll leave it up to you. You can stay a little bit longer if you'd like. Eventually, start to find your way up and back. Three-legged down dog. So just plant your hands, curl your back toes under, take your right leg back and up, give it a nice little shaky shake. You might open your hips, circle your knee. If you want, you could even flip your dog as a counter pose, counter stretch. And eventually, just regular down dog, and walk it out. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa, just kind of reset on your own, feel free. Showless. All right. Left leg to the sky, inhale. Pigeon pose, exhale. Left shin forward, body comes down gently. Take as much time and care and awareness to set yourself up on this side as you did on the other. Good job, Sue. So your left knee is nice and wide, your left butt cheek, especially if you're a person that can just plop down on the ground really easily, try not to do that. So left butt cheek pulls up and back as your heart moves forward and down. Good job, Sarah. And anytime you would like, big open mouth sigh can be really helpful. Ah, so if it feels like there's a lot of sensation, energy, just give it somewhere to go, sigh it out your mouth. Just take about 4 or 5 more rounds on this side. I will leave it up to you. So you can stay as long as you want, but eventually, once you feel pretty much even on both sides, start your transition back to your 3-legged down dog. Give your left leg that nice little shaky shake. Open your hips, circle out your knee, flip your dog, anything you'd like. Good, everybody, and then eventually just walk it out. And you can choose to either just bring your knees down and sit back into a child's pose, or one last vinyasa. Inhale, come forward, high plank. Exhale, slowly lower. Inhale, heart opener, back bend of your choice. Chris. And then everyone, just for a moment, child's pose it out. Hips towards your heels, forehead towards your mat. Your knees can be wide or together, somewhere in between. Just breathe all the way down into your low belly, into your low back. Feel into a sense of grounding and stability comes from the earth. Almost like your body is a vacuum and you could vacuum some of that earth energy up. Good job, everyone. Rise up to hands and knees. And however you want to make the transition onto your back, start to find your way all the way down onto your back body. You can face whichever direction you'd like. Once you're on your back, hug your knees in for a moment and just gently rock from side to side. Set your feet on the ground with knees bent for one last heart opener. So we'll set up for bridge pose. Arms down by your sides, feet hips width distance apart, and all of your toes face directly forward. Your ankles should be straight down from your knees. So rather than having your heels forward, ankles straight down, heels straight down from your knees. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up. And then inhale, peel your spine off of your mat, one vertebra at a time. So you are more than welcome to do your own thing here. We'll be here for about 7 to 10 breaths. So you can hang out. Maybe you even want to take a restorative bridge, use a block under your sacrum. If you would like, you can come with me, and I'm going to do some exercises with you that will bring more awareness and strength and mobility into your mid back and mid spine. So work your arms into what I call robot arms. So elbows bent, palms face each other, and fingertips face the sky. And then get your arms as close to your ribs as you can. So your shoulders kind of work their way under your body a little bit more. Hug in with your inner thighs like you're squeezing an invisible yoga block. Take one more inhale, lift your hips really high. And as you exhale, see if you can lower just your butt towards the ground. So you're creating a tunnel underneath the middle of your back. Inhale, lift just your butt back up. And exhale, lower just your butt down. So tunnel underneath the middle of your back. If I had a rolled up yoga mat, I want to slide it right underneath that tunnel. Keep moving up and down a few more times, just like that. Keep hugging that invisible yoga block in between your inner thighs. This might feel weird because a lot of us don't have mobility or even awareness in our mid-spine or mid-back. You're starting to wake up muscles that maybe have been sleeping for a very long time. If you're taking those lifts and lowers, take about 2, maybe 3 more. And if you're doing your own thing, whenever you feel complete, you can start to find your way back down. No rush. Good job, everyone. Nice, Joey. All right, if you're with me, lifting and lowering your butt, next time you inhale, just stay there. Work your shoulders out from under you and reach your arms straight up towards the ceiling, up towards the sky, staying in your bridge pose. One last in breath. Keep reaching your arms straight up and slow as you can, roll down one vertebra at a time. So like your spine is a string of pearls, one pearl at a time. And then only when it gets back to the ground, tee out your arms or cactus your arms. Bring your feet out to the width of your yoga mat, nice and wide. Windshield wiper your knees. So make sure your feet are wider than your hips as you take your knees side to side. Next time your knees fall to the right, keep them there. An option to bring the outer edge of your right foot to the outside of your left knee. You can use your right foot to encourage your left knee forward and down. Take one last deep breath on this side. And slowly find your way to the other side. Outer left foot outside of right knee. So you're working the length on your right side from your right shoulder all the way down to your right knee. Take care of you, nurture you. You feel pretty even on both sides. And come back to center. Just finish off your own practice however you want to. Give yourself about 10 more breaths. So maybe an inversion of some sort. Maybe you feel like going straight into your Shavasana, and that's absolutely fine. So any finishing movements, Any final poses, stretches, anything else your body is calling for? Eventually, just start settling into your final relaxation. No rush. So you can eventually just start to find your way into your final relaxation. You can start to let your breath become more and more effortless. Start to just let it dissipate. All right, so as you settle in, I'll read to you. This is by Jeff Foster. It's called Rest. A sip of tea, the gentle touch of a loved one's hand, a flurry of tingling sensations surging through the body, a stranger turning into a long-lost friend overnight, the sting of a needle that won't enter its vein, the bittersweet chirp of a morning bird, an afternoon breeze gentle on your cheek. This, the first and last day of your life, ecstasy and laundry, love and pain. This stunning ordinariness, rich with miracle, overflowing with grace beyond our conception of it. The completion of life within its very appearance. So rest, weary seeker, rest in this always. So these last few moments, friends, are just for you to rest. So see if you can allow yourself not to be anywhere else, but here, not to fix anything in your mind or figure anything out. Just give yourself these last few minutes to rest, to drop into your body. Just notice what's there, what's flowing through, and let it. Shavasana.
Take a deep breath in and let it go. Start to wiggle through your physical body. Bring gentle movements back. Eventually roll over onto either side, fetal position. And just give yourself one last moment resting here. Just really let your practice and all the energy, all the effort from it soak in. And use the strength in your arms to guide yourself up into seated meditation, facing towards the front of your mat and the front of our space. So just sit up nice and tall, close your eyes, and gather your hands to your heart. And we'll close our practice together with one great big Om. So try not to worry too much about how your voice sounds, but just focus more on using it to express. So focus on how it feels. Start by exhaling, clearing your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice all the way down from your belly. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for letting me guide you. The light in me sees and reflects the light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
That's so good, girl. That's a nice girl. The best girl. You're the best girl.
Yes, over there, right there. Tell me your name again. Brooke, that's right. Tell me your name one more time.
Antonia. Annie.
Oh, I'm like, that's what you said. I don't remember that. Annie, okay. How'd it go, Todd?
Painful. Katie.
You survived.